ha, very funny. Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. I am your Dungeon Master, Alec J. Wolf. Welcome to Campaign Crusades, to your latest episode. I'm with my Crusaders, as per usual. We've got Andrew Hickman.
Howdy.
Morgan Le Fay.
What's up?
Emily Kreider.
Hello.
Clara Copoletta.
That is me.
Joe Thomas.
Wait, which Thomas was that?
And Brian Thomas.
I'm the other one.
I didn't hear the first name.
We do not have Jake Baker with us tonight, as Bo is functionally as good as dead right now, having been sentenced to being a lifeless, shapeless shadow floating around Dark Void for eternity. Maybe the rest of the crew can save him, but we do not know. So as of
He
tonight,
says it with
Jake
such
is
glee.
gone.
Do you notice? He's proud of himself.
Where we left off last week, the remaining members of our party walked through the portal out of Dark Void. They found themselves suddenly in Galea and were transported 3 miles in the air, where they are now falling, plummeting at full speed towards their deaths, with about 30 seconds until impact.
Why?
And that is where we are going to pick up. So join us as we return on our latest adventure in The Race for Rivaryn. Oh, instead of dun 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 this week, it's So, where we pick up, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
That's...
I was
We're
really
gonna
bad.
go one at a time. Lily, what is your initiative?
16.
Okay, Kai, what is your initiative?
What's my modifier? 5.
Okay, Ren, what is your initiative?
I got a dirty 20.
Ooh. Okay, Lola.
13.
Adira.
Glad to get this out of the way on an initiative roll. I got a natural 1.
So with your initiative modifier, what does that become?
5.
And then Coco.
I got a 23. I have to go first.
Coco has to go first. Alright. So, all of you are 3 miles in the air. It's going to be about 30 seconds till impact. The way this is going to work is each of your turns, you can choose what you would like to do for that round. All 6 of you are going to have what you've chosen to do resolved simultaneously at the end of your the 6 of you making your decisions. Some things will cancel out. Some things will negate other things. Some things will work, some things will not. We will see as everything resolves simultaneously. You will have several rounds to attempt to save yourselves and others. We will see who survives and who is the next pancake in the Galea Pancake House.
No!
Hello?
Why? No!
That was a very
Bad
tasteless
DM.
joke, but I am proud of it.
Bad DM. Very bad.
Squirt bottle.
Is somebody instigating the DM? Does somebody want to kill their character?
I mean, I'm already falling to my death anyways. Might as well go out
Anyway.
having some fun.
Let's get started. Coco, you are first. In this first round, what is Coco doing?
Well,
Well,
quite
first things
honestly,
first. Does Coco process that she's falling?
Heck yeah, she processed it.
Any chance we could get a Coco falling scream? So what's Coco doing?
Well, she's reaching into her diaper, wrapping her towel around her, grabbing it with her hands and her feet, and extending, trying to be like a one of those flying squirrels.
Give me an acrobatics check. Now I should warn you, the
Gladly.
acrobatics is not going to The acrobatics is not necessarily going to guarantee that this succeeds at saving you, but it'll guarantee something will happen if you get a good roll.
24.
24. Oh, right. It is your job to remember you got a 24 on acrobatics and that you are trying to become flying squirrel with your towel. Because I will not remember that. I don't have the time to write everything down. That is,
All right,
I'm going to
writing
say,
it down.
I'm going to call that your action. Do you want to use your bonus action?
Yeah, I used my bonus action to fart a little bit.
Cool. The last we saw you, you were holding hands with Adira, so Adira, you can very slightly hear the sound of a Coco fart over the wind.
Great.
And now we move on to the next player in the order. Ren, what are you going to try to do as we resolve the first round?
I mean, I don't think I have anything that I can do until I get closer to the ground. TBH.
Cool. Would you like to hold your action then?
Sure. I
Cool.
will do that.
We will hold it. Next turn, we will come back to you and see if there's another change you would like to make. Or another thing you'd like to do.
Wonderful.
That brings us next to Lily. Lily, what are you doing?
There's nothing in the air in any sort of vicinity, right?
Make a perception check?
Okay. $17?
You are in the vicinity of some things in the air. And that is Coco, Adira, Lola, Kai, and Ren.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, okay. I will...
Also a few clouds, but clouds are pretty incorporeal.
Can I maneuver myself? Can I swim in the air to be underneath Adira?
Give me a... What am I calling this? Give me an acrobatics check to try and do that.
Okay. $18?
Cool. So your first course of action is going to be, when we resolve everything, to swim under where Adira is.
Okay.
What are you going to do when you're there?
I want to cast Gust to push up with air and try to slow her fall.
Okay. Keep in mind you have 3 miles to fall, so
Yep.
that can only be so successful.
That's all I got for now.
All right. It is now Lola's turn. Lola, what are you up to?
Shenanigans,
Actually, I believe
probably.
Lola is still in... Lola is actually not with us at the moment. It is Indrova who is currently with us at the moment.
Okay. Let me readjust my
Indrova, the
morals
first thing I
really
need you to
quickly.
do is I want you to make an insight check.
Insight. Where did my d20 go? Oh. Insight. 13.
As you're falling, you can start to feel yourself getting pulled back, but it seems like whatever is pulling you back is weak enough right now that it cannot yet switch you out for Lola.
Cool.
So you are here
Cool.
for a bit.
Okay. Well. Do I as Androva know about Coco? Coco/Ivy?
When you were walking back through the portal, you did see Ivy turn back into Coco, I believe.
Very cool.
So I think you do know that this lemur is Ivy.
Okay. Guess I'm also gonna hold my action.
All right, you hold your action. We come now to Kai.
Okay, are there... can I see any buildings?
The buildings are miles below you.
Okay.
Just
You
why I
are
held
3
my
miles
action.
up.
Um. Then. Are there any like really, really tall buildings?
Yes, but not near tall enough to get to where you are.
Yeah, I know. I have a plan that I feel like could be really cool. So can I try and I don't know, I guess as I'm falling, I want to try and focus on a particular building and not try to land like on it, but direct my fall to kind of be pretty close to it.
Okay, you can give me an acrobatics check to try to direct yourself in the general direction of the building.
Okay, that's what I would like to do.
Cool.
That is a 9.
All right, thank you. Remember that. And then are you doing anything else on your turn?
Can I use my bonus action to do second wind?
You can do that.
Okay, because I would like to get some more hit points. Let's see. Let me.
And because second wind is not a magical thing, and you don't have to worry about that returning magically, you can do that.
Okay, cool. That's 10 hit points back. Woo! Now I can take a total of 28 damage. So that's my turn.
It is now Adira, your turn.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. You said that all of the buildings that there are below us, correct?
Yes.
Does it look
Far
like
below.
Does it look like we're aimed to hit one of those buildings or to hit the ground?
Make a perception check.
That's a 9.
It looks like you guys are going towards Dahlia. You have no idea from this distance if you can hit a building or the ground.
Okay. And can I tell, is the ground like stone? Is it streets? Is it grass?
It's concrete of a street.
Concrete. Okay.
Most of Dahlia is.
Okay. Was that an action or?
I'll say a bonus action.
Okay. Well. Okay. I'm going to start to try to turn into my were-raven form. I know from what you've said that's not going to be possible on this turn, but I'm hoping if I can make some sort of check now that perhaps on my next turn I might have better luck at turning into my form. Like if I can start if Adira can start the mental process of transforming into her form now, then perhaps she can complete it before she reaches the ground.
Make an Arcana check.
18.
Okay, thank you. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, we resolve everything. You all begin falling, and almost simultaneously, Lily, you tumble yourself below Adira. Coco, you take out this towel and begin to fly. Kai, you're trying to direct yourself towards a building, but you're doing like swimming motions, and it's not really doing anything. Swimming apparently is not the answer in the sky. And Adira, as you try to start turning yourself into the were-raven form, you can feel that it's not working. Whatever magic turns you into a were-raven is not back yet. It's faint. It's there, but it's not powerful enough for you to be able to use it at the moment. All right, and you all fall 6 seconds closer to your potential deaths, and we come around back to the top of the order. You are no longer above the clouds. You are now at cloud level. You are at cloud level, and there are some clouds in the sky. Everyone gets wet from the dew or the moisture of the clouds. It is cold. We go back to the top of the order with Coco.
Am I a flying squirrel now, or am I?
Let's go back. Yes. You are a flying squirrel. It does not slow your speed, but it is making it a lot easier for you to navigate side to side. It seems like you can control your side to side. You have advantage on your acrobatics checks to move around.
Okay, awesome.
I do need you to roll a luck check, though, for me.
Okay. Nat 20.
You see yourself about to fall into a cloud, and even though you are just a lemur, somehow you are smart enough to tuck the towel behind you so that when you fall into the cloud, it does not get soaked from the moisture and become heavier, and it stays dry.
Okay. All right, we're cool.
What is Coco doing on this turn? You are in the clouds at this moment. You are getting very wet with cold water.
Well, I don't like that, so I'm gonna like shake my head a little bit to like try and like dry myself. And then I'm just gonna kind of like look over at like Adira and just like do it.
I'm trying.
And then I'm just gonna kind of like make sure I'm like stable and like staying like with her.
Cool. Make an acrobatics check for the movement. Remember, you have
Said I have
now.
advantage on those. Okay.
Yes.
All right, that's a 19.
Beautiful. And we are gonna go to Ren. Your turn.
I still really don't think there's much I can do being this far up. I have a lot of useless spells, you guys.
All right. We can hold until the next turn.
Yeah.
All right. The next turn, you will be much closer to buildings, just so you know.
Okay.
It is now. Who's after Ren? It is Lily. Your turn, Lily. What are you up to?
Quick question.
Yes. Quick answer.
For my bonus action, mayhem movement, where I can teleport. If I'm like touching somebody, do they teleport with me, or is it only me?
No, that is just you.
Okay, I figured, but I thought that I would ask. The effect that is dampening Adira's abilities to shift is not. It's the fact that in Dark Void there's an absence of magic, right? There's no
so
other.
The magic still needs to seep back into you guys.
Okay, there's no like opposite force of magic making her not be able to shift. It's just no magic.
Yes, the magic is not fully recovered.
I think I'm going to continue with my plan, and I'm going to cast Gust to, I guess, have Adira do a strength saving throw or be pushed 5 feet up. Try to slow you down.
Can I just fail that strength save?
Yes, you keep on getting like. We're gonna resolve this in a minute, but I'll say you keep on getting pushed. Whoop. Falling at full speed again. Whoop, falling at full speed again. And it is going to be Lola, your turn.
Not Lola.
Or Indrova. Indrova, you get... It says Lola on my initiative sheet, that's why. Indrova, you get pretty drenched in moisture as well.
That's fantastic. Okay,
Fortunately, the V7707 was a waterproof Omnimech. Could go down.
That's right.
Could go down up to 100 meters.
I got skin, yo. Okay, so I would like to look, just quickly, scan the area around us now that we're below the cloud level. See if there's any airships nearby, a large bird, something.
Make a perception check.
All right.
I will say, by the way, this is a little bit of a side fact that's not necessary. Coco, when you were Ivy and you were opening the latch on the back of Lola's head to do some work, there was a little thing, like in the fine print on the inside of the latch. It did say, "Warning: Do not submerge beyond 100 meters depth in water."
Cool.
Why does it say that? Because I feel like it. Comedy.
She'll
So I know
Forced
how to
comedy.
destroy her.
Forced comedy. Anyway, what did you get on your check, Androva? 5?
Mm-hmm.
You can't really see anything other than the clouds, but I will tell you, you do know that these steamliners do not come this high up.
Okay.
They're closer to the ground.
Good gracious. Looks like we might just be falling for a minute till we find something we can interact with. In that case... You know what? You know what? Who's close to me?
Who's
Or am I
close
at the back
to
of the
you?
group because I entered the thing last? Or did I
Right.
enter the thing
You are the closest person to you is Ren, followed by Kai.
Okay, alright. I see Ren. And Kai. Is everybody kind of falling close together?
Yeah, you're no more than 10 feet apart from each other height-wise.
Okay. Will this work? No, it won't. Will this work? Okay. Okay, how would the dash action work in the sky?
With a dash action in the sky, you can move side to side further.
I can't,
gonna
like,
say.
move down faster?
No, but you can move side to side faster.
Okay, in that case, I'm not gonna use D&D logic, I'm gonna use physics logic, and I'm gonna, instead of falling flat, I'm gonna tilt downwards and start, like penciling down, so that I go down to the front of the group.
Cool. You start to go a little bit faster. It's not going to be enough right now to make a difference, but you start to go a little faster. Although
I
we
should
resolve
hope,
that in a minute.
since I weigh like 500 pounds, that, like, I reach terminal
Right,
velocity
keep in
a little
mind
bit
that
more
a
quickly than
500-pound
everybody
object
else.
keep in mind a 500-pound object and a 10-pound object will still fall at the same speed as long as they do have the same surface area or general surface area ratio to mass ratio
Yeah,
or something like that.
I quite likely won't have the same surface area, because I'm also 6'6"
Tall?
tall.
Something.
Top.
Science. Anyway, are you doing anything else on your turn or just that?
There's nothing I can grab onto or anything, so yeah, I'm gonna end my turn there.
Cool. It is now Kai's turn.
So I would like to try to direct myself, maybe try to use the dash action to basically get to where Ren is.
Cool. Make an acrobatics check.
Oh god. Oh. Okay, 12.
You got a 12. Thank you. What else are you gonna do if you succeed? If you can get to Ren, what else do you want to do on your turn?
I think probably try to grab him.
Okay. Is that all you're doing on your turn, or are you doing more?
I think that's it.
Okay. Make a. Never mind. Adira, it is your turn.
Okay. Is Coco close enough to me that I can grab her arm and pull her on so that she's on my back?
Yes.
Okay, I do that, and I'm gonna say, Coco, if there is anything useful you can pull out of that goddamn diaper, do it now. Can I tell at all can I tell whether or not it seems like it's going to be impossible for me to turn before hitting the ground, or if I can keep, like, tapping into Arcana if I can manage to turn? Is it a lost cause to keep trying?
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay, that's a 22.
Ooh.
You're not going to know for sure, but based on your understanding of, I guess, magic and the magic that's starting to come back to you, it is entirely possible that it could come back if you keep trying. Maybe you could somehow force it back.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try again.
Okay, make another Arcana check. I will inform you that with each check you're making, I am lowering the DC. I'm not going to tell you by how much, but I am.
Okay, good. I was just like, am I doing anything by keep trying, or is this a lost cause? Okay, here we go. Okay, 21.
Ooh.
Thank you. And that is the end of our group of things. So let's resolve. Coco, you started to...
I was
You
just
continued to
hovering near
fly.
Adira. Yeah.
You're trying to continue to fly, but you suddenly get grabbed by Adira and put on her back. While that's happening, Kai, you're trying to, like, do your swimmy motion to get closer to Ren. You get about half the distance closer to Ren. Ren, you do notice Kai getting closer to you. Lola, you start, or Androva, you go pencil, and you start to go a little bit faster and faster. Lily, you push your daughter or sister again, and there's a little bit of a whoom, but she starts falling again, and you all break the clouds, starting with Androva. As you break the clouds, you all see somewhat below you. Actually, no, I want everyone to make a perception check.
Not using that die. Oh my god.
16.
19.
Dirty 20.
10.
It was perception?
Perception, yes.
Perception.
Mine was poo poo.
16.
Oh, no.
So you said 16, Androva?
Mhm. Yes, 16.
Cool. So Kai and Ren, you're a little distracted. Kai, you're trying to swim towards Ren. Ren, you see Kai doing that. Everyone else, you see a steamliner kind of off to the side in the distance, well below you. It seems very unlikely you can hit that steamliner at the rate you're falling, unless you can manage to pull something almost miracle-esque off. You're also getting closer to the buildings. You are not in the range of buildings yet, but next round you will be. We are going back to Coco. What are you doing?
So first off, I, like, hit Adira's back, like, why'd you do that? And I think I hear a little crumple from last episode. And then
You also feel, Adira, you also feel a little, like, paper cut on your back suddenly.
And then I reach into my diaper and pull out my wand and I put it in Adira's face.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Make an Arcana check.
Me?
Yes. Also, Adira, I need you to roll a con save for that paper check. Or for that paper cut.
A con save? A con
that's a
save, he
2.
says. That's a 23.
Paper cuts sting like a mother, so you're going to take a point of damage.
You. Honestly, I'm falling from the goddamn sky.
I got a 2 on Arcana.
The wand, nothing happens. Or will not happen, rather.
Well,
Let's move.
I literally just put it in front of Adira's face. I didn't cast anything.
Right.
I'm like
Let's-
handing it to her.
Let's move now to Ren. Ren, what are you doing? You now have the steamliner. It's out of range at the moment, but like it's It's the kind of thing where you could get in general range to pull something off if you can maneuver your way towards it.
How
Oh, wait,
far?
you don't see the steam liner. What am I saying? You don't see it. You failed
How
the
far are we
perception check.
from the ground right now? About, more or less.
At this point,
Yeah.
what's about... You're about 1.5 miles from the ground. You're about 2,000
Shit.
feet from the ground at this point.
I'm waiting until I get like 50 feet from the ground to do something.
Ren's playing the risky game.
Listen, I have nothing except, what is it? Misty Step, which has a range of 30 freaking feet. So I can take fall damage from like 20 feet. Anyway, I guess I'll use my action to like try and make a perception check
Cool,
To-
make your perception check.
to try and perceive the freaking steam liner.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, it was worse. It
was
8.
worse?
I got a 9 the first time, and this time I got an 8. So that's
You
really
see
cool.
the ground far below you.
Yeah, I probably do. Okay, that's all. I guess.
All right. In
Yeah.
that case, we move on to Lily.
How far is the steam liner?
If you try to get as close as possible to it, at closest, by the point that you are level with it, at the closest you can get about 50 feet away from it.
50?
Yeah.
Good.
Hmm. I'm gonna use my action to cast haste on Adira. So that haste gives you your speed is doubled, 2 bonus to AC, you have advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you can take an additional action on each of your turns.
Oh, man. Thanks, Mom.
And then I will, I guess, try to make my way to the airship so that I guess next turn I can try to be within 50 feet.
Cool. Make an acrobatics check.
Okay. 9.
9. You're... Got a 9. Thank you. Okay. It is now Indrova. I gotta just write Indrova on my pad. Indrova, it is your turn.
All right. How far away am I in particular currently from the airship?
You are falling a little faster than everyone else, so you will be 70 feet about at your closest when you are parallel to it.
Wait. What?
So the closest you can
How-
get to the airship itself, the steamliner, is 70 feet. You as
Even if
Lola.
I'm like angling towards it?
Yes, because you also started going faster downward.
Okay. Well, I mean, that doesn't actually change what I'm gonna do. Okay. How far away am I right now?
Right now, you're about 300, 400 feet. I'm going to say 350.
Okay. All right. And then next round, if I keep going the way I'm going, how far will I be the next round? The 70 feet?
Next turn, you will be 70 feet away.
Okay. All right. This round, do I have enough time this round to attach my 50 feet of rope to the end of my javelin?
To what?
The end of my javelin.
You certainly can try.
Close enough. What do I need to do to try?
Well, make a sleight of hand check.
Ooh, okay. I'll make a sleight of hand check any day of the week. All right. 18.
Cool. You are able to attach it pretty efficiently.
All right. All right. I'm feeling that. Okay. That's gonna take up my action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And then. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I'm gonna yell behind me and be like, "Somebody grab my hand if you want to live." And as a bonus action, never mind. You said I can only move side to side with the dash action. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
So as a bonus action, I'm just gonna keep moving that direction, angled towards the airship.
All right.
What are they made out of? Just curiosity. Are they like
Sorry, say it
blimps,
again?
or are they like metal?
They are kind of like large zeppelins. There is the metal carriage, but the vast majority of it, and the part you guys are going to be able to get close to, is the balloon.
Okay, fantastic. Good to know. Good to know. That's it for me.
Cool. It is now Kai, your turn.
Okay, I know I had my plan, and then I was coming up with a new plan, and then I realized my plan was very similar to Morgan's plan. But yes, I would like to. I'm not taking this from her. I was literally coming up with the same thing as she was doing it. But yes, I would like to. Or first of all, how close are any? Because I didn't see the steamliner, so how close are any buildings?
You're a good 2,000 feet from the ground, so you're pretty distant from buildings, but you can roll a perception check for me.
Okay. I don't know which one to roll. They're both really bad. Oh my god. That is an 8.
The spot you are falling in now, you are falling very close to, you don't know on an 8 how close, but you will be falling very close to a building, to a specific building.
Okay.
You can't tell if you would land on it or fall next to it, but you would be close to it.
Yeah. Okay, then I'm gonna go back to my original idea, and I would like to. I think I'm definitely still going to try to move in the air to try to grab Ren.
Cool. Make an athletics check or make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Come on, roll good. Ooh, that is my best one. That's a 13.
Cool. And then Adira.
Okay. If my movement is doubled from haste, and I try to maneuver...
You can roll twice, your Arcana twice on double action.
I was also going to ask that. But if my movement is doubled, and I'm trying to maneuver closer to the steamliner, does haste count for that as well?
I'll say it does.
Okay, I want to grab my mom's wrist and try to maneuver close to the steamliner. Kind of try to aim for it.
Cool. Make an acrobatics check first of all.
Okay. That's an 11.
Now I want you to make your 2 Arcana checks.
Okay. Come on, please, God. Okay. First one's a 19.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Second one is a 17.
Ooh.
Thank you. Okay. And that is where we are going to resolve this round.
How many rounds do we have left?
We start. Coco, you smack Adira on the back. Give Adira a little bit of a paper cut. Ren, you continue to fall as Kai eventually swims somehow over and is able to grab you by the arm. Adira, you are able to grab Lily by the cuff of her shirt like this. And Indrova, you make this rope attached to your javelin that you now have in your hand. As you grab the cuff of your mother's shirt, Adira, you feel the magic slowly returning. Slowly. And then finally, after what seems like forever, boom, you transform back into your were-raven form. That being said, your wings spread right away, and your momentum stops, and it takes you. You have to roll a dex save, or no, a strength save. A strength save to remain holding on to your mother. Or
Shoot.
Do I need
Well,
to roll
I
anything
will
since I'm on her back?
No, you get the force of inertia kind of like squishes you a little against her back, but you're okay.
I'm
Face plant
gonna
right
be
into
an
Adira's
honest
back.
player, and don't my arms turn into wings so I can't hold on to my mom?
Yes, but I'm gonna say.
Can I try to grab her with my talon?
Yes, that's why we're doing this.
Okay. What did you say, dex or strength?
Strength.
Morgan,
Wish it
we're
was
very
Dex.
we're scientists.
Okay, strength. Okay, come on. It's a 23.
You lose your hand grip as your wings spread on your mom, but you grab with your talon. You do scratch her, Lily. You take what's your talon attack?
Oh God. 1d8 plus 4.
Roll 1d8.
Oh.
That'll be
I'm
okay.
sorry, Mom. 10.
You do take 10 points of
I'm so sorry.
slashing damage as she grabs you with her talon. But you do manage to grab onto the overalls, and Lily, you feel your momentum stop as well. In almost an instant, you all, as you are still falling but much slower thanks to the wings, completely separate from Kai, Indrova, and Ren, who are now really far below you. That being said, Adira, you can physically tell it will not be possible. This is a lot of weight between Coco, who may be light, and Lily. This is you, and you've never carried anyone in this way before, really. This is the extent of your weight capacity, without plummeting.
I've never been more happy to be a lichen.
You may choose where you are descending to. You can go to the steam liner, or you can go to a building, or you can go to the ground. Now that you, as long as you hold on to Lily, Lily and Coco are safe. But we are going to get to that after we resolve everyone else. We're going to go to the next round. Ren, Kai, and Androva, you now come level with the steam liner. By the time this set of 6 seconds ends, you will also be about 30 feet from the nearest building, which is a tall, flat-topped building about across the street, actually, from Omnis Tower.
Wow.
Ominous.
You'll be about 30 feet from it, from the roof of it, at the end of this turn. Ren, you are first. What are you doing?
At the end of this turn will be 30 feet.
Yes. And everything's resolved at the end of the turn, over the course of the turn, so you can choose to have something happen at the specific end of the turn.
Okay, Okay, I'm sorry, this is gonna be very, very specific. What angle are we going to be at in relation to... Are we going to be 30 feet above the building, 30 feet beside the building, at an angle? What's
you
up
are
with
going
that?
to be 30 feet diagonally above it.
Diagonally above it.
Kind of
Okay.
like, so the diagonal is 30 feet. Not like 30 feet down, 30 feet across, but like 30 feet diagonally toward... The hypotenuse of the
hypotenuse,
right
yeah, yeah.
triangle is 30 feet.
Great.
Break out the
Pythagoras is just having a great
Pythagorean
time right
theorem
now.
and figure it out.
Yep.
Sorry, y'all. I'm just gonna. I don't want to.
There's something I really hope you do, because if you do it, it's going to be really interesting how it resolves.
I'm really stupid, so I will not be doing whatever it is.
Really, because it's what you've been planning to do for a while.
Oh, Misty Step? Yeah.
Because I have plans for how to resolve it if you attempt to use it.
Misty Step is my go-to spell in any scenario.
We love Misty Step.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast that and have me appear like a few feet above the roof. Or on the roof if I can.
And because you are falling very fast, and this is a lot going on, I do need you to make a dex save for aim.
That's fair.
I will tell you right now, you can safely aim over the roof, but like how far over the roof, what direction you're coming in at, that's what I mean by aim.
That's fine. That makes sense. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Oh, that's fine. 16.
What did you get?
16.
15, you said?
1-6.
1-6. Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you. Indrova, what are you doing? Indrova,
Yep.
what are you up to?
Well, I am taking aim and throwing that javelin at the zeppelin, at the
Cool.
skyboat.
So I'm gonna need you to roll a few rolls, because physics-wise, there are a few things working against your favor here.
There's always things working against my favor, my guy.
I need you to roll an athletics check.
All right, let's go. Athletics check. We're gonna get a 12. Wait, is that
Okay.
10? Yeah, 12.
Second, I need you to roll a luck check, because you are only throwing 50 feet of rope plus the javelin, a 70-foot distance. So I need you to roll a luck check to see
While
how
falling
successful
at the
this
same
plan
time.
is. Yes, exactly.
Okay. 11.
Okay, I will tell you right now that the 12 you got on the athletics was what set the DC for that luck check. The last thing I need you to roll is a dex save to maintain your grip on the rope.
Let's get it. A dex save. 17.
Okay, thank you. And last but not least, we have Kai. Kai, what are you doing? I think I know what you are thinking, and I like it, but I don't know if it is what you're thinking.
So we're going at an angle at the building, right?
Yes, about 30 feet.
Okay, so I want to kind of... I don't know that one's about to pop out of my grab, but I want to hold him, maybe with with one hand, and then with the other hand, I want to try to take out my scimitar, so that maybe when I'm going to the building, I could try to stab my scimitar into the building, and see if it'll stop me, or if I'll slide down with the scimitar, but maybe it can slow me down. That's my plan. I've been wanting to do that this whole session.
Make a I need you to make an athletics check to prepare to successfully do that.
Okay. 12.
Okay.
I hate life.
Okay. So
that's
we resolved.
That's not. It's not in any way an attack roll.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. We're gonna resolve this now. This section now. First, we're gonna look at Indrova.
Do Lily, Coco, and I not have parts in initiative anymore?
No, you guys are safe. I'll resolve where you guys go in a minute.
But what if I want to help?
You are currently in your beastly form, holding the max weight capacity, and you don't have hands to use.
How far am I from a building? From a roof?
Like 500 feet.
Okay, never mind.
Indrova, you go to throw it. Your throw is possibly going to be good enough to hit it, but you're holding on to the rope, and it's only 50 feet trying to go 70 feet. So it tugs you a little, but you also, like, stop the momentum of it, so it misses. And you drop, and the javelin gets caught on the ledge of a building, and you whip down towards the side of the building hard. I need you to make a strength save to hold on.
Oh, yeah.
My hands are so sweaty.
Nat 20.
Oh my god.
Nat 20.
You hold on, but you slam hard with momentum into the side of the building. Let me see your character sheet for a second.
Wait.
Cool.
Wait.
You
Reaction. Can I absorb elements? I don't...
this
count
is
as
not
damage by
bludgeoning.
chance?
You cannot absorb elements on this. This is bludgeoning. You are about to
Okay.
take some damage. It's a die roll because it's not the max damage you would take if you hit the ground.
What up, guys?
I need.
You took that short rest, right? So you got hit points.
I'm scared.
I got not a lot.
Oh, stop! No.
Not enough for the amount he's rolling. I'm dead.
No.
No, you're fine. You're
Making
fine.
death saves.
I don't like that.
Sorry,
I'm
I'm rolling separate
notoriously
numbers
great
at a
with death
time.
saves, guys.
I don't want to overwhelm my dice tray, so I'm rolling separate amounts at a time.
What
I
kind
don't
of sentence?
like that.
That's-
That is something I do not like.
Am I running into like a hard front of a building or like a glass window and like rolling onto the floor? I mean,
And this is on a nat 20?
and this is on
Okay.
the nat 20.
So on a nat 20, here's the thing: because it's a nat 20, I did not roll as many
My
dice as I
AC is
would have.
18.
I would have rolled a lot higher if this were not a nat 20.
I have.
That being
tons
said,
of
because you were hitting it hard,
traits.
I rolled 8d6. That being said, I did roll a lot of ones.
That's not bad either.
Oh, that's
It is going
what'd you
to
roll?
reduce you. It is going to reduce you to 0. You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage, which is also
-3.
system shock. You drop the remaining length onto a balcony below, not the full like to the ground, but you drop to a balcony below, about 20 more feet, and but that is not going to be a fail.
failure.
And the reason it's not going to be a fail is because your character is a little different than everyone else. I will resolve this in a minute.
don't go to me. Don't. Skip me.
All right,
Skip Joe.
Ren,
I was like, nah,
you
not me.
misty
I
step
want it.
towards this building, and you are able to get above the building, but you also, you change, by misty stepping, you effectively change the angle in which you are flying. You are no longer going down, but you're going diagonal, and you hit the roof hard and tumble and slam into the wall on the side of the roof's edge. You take...
No.
He's just
have
a
mercy.
baby, please.
Felix Shawn Mendes and have mercy.
Just a child.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Do you really want to kill a child?
No, but here's the thing. I gotta do this. Let's see.
I healed Ren a lot, so maybe he'll be okay.
Rin's at max, but his max ain't high.
You don't get KO'd. You take 25 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit hard into the wall. On
I
that
have
system shock,
9
though,
points
you hit the
left.
back of your head on the ledge, and you're on the building fine, but you're kind of crumpled in a heap, really crumpled in a heap, and you are only 12 years old, so this hurts a lot. You feel a ringing and you feel a loud ringing and a vibrating in your head that is worse than anything you've ever felt before. And you can't hold in that scream.
I mean, that's valid. I have 9 hit points.
You are still alive, though. Ren
alive
is
here.
safe.
He's just a boy.
Safe is relative
Hi.
here.
You go to slam your scimitar into the wall, but it is a stone wall, and it does not pierce, and you continue to fall.
Oh no.
Okay, I got more ideas.
Here is the thing. This is the last turn. The only person left is you. You have one last turn to do something and roll well enough for it to work. There is only one thing that I can tell you will guarantee you success, but I am not going to say what it is. Everything else, you will definitely need rolls for. That will statistically guarantee you success. There's still a chance it could fail.
Yes. How high am I above the ground now?
About... At this point, you are maybe... At the end of your turn, you will make impact with the ground. So you are close to the ground. Yes, you are very close to the ground.
Yes. I would like to. I know. My brain is very dumb right now. So, but I'm gonna try to do this. I'm definitely going to try to manifest my echo. I'm just trying to figure out where and when and how. I'm trying to think it'd be best to like wait. Do I see any? Yeah, I know. Okay. Do I see like any like nice big flat areas?
There's the street below you.
Oh yeah.
So inviting.
Yes.
There is a beautiful, inviting concrete street below you. It looks so soft.
There's
so
a little
friendly.
welcome mat
true.
if you look real close.
Yes, that is.
It says on it "Home Sweet." It says on it "Street, Sweet Street."
Live, laugh, love.
I'm
love,
still
love,
trying to
live.
think like what is.
Turns out the building is owned by a wine mom.
Androva? Question mark.
She's the wine
no,
mom.
Mom.
Doing Kai.
Oh my god! I'm trying to think like the best way to do this, because I'm trying to think. I feel like I know. Are there any like nice big flat rooftops?
You are below the rooftops.
Okay. Then I'm going to.
You are the last one, Kai.
I
On to you.
know. I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this. Because I'm just trying to think. Because one idea that I have is to send my echo down and like have it land first and catch me. I just don't know if at the velocity that I'm falling, like if when the echo catches me, if that will damage me. But I can also, I know that I can send my echo somewhere and I can teleport to that and swap locations. I'm trying to find a good location because I feel like if I just send it down and teleport and swap places with it down, I'll just hit the ground faster. But I don't
Do
know
you
if I'll
want to
like
make
stop.
an insight check?
Yes. I can't roll tonight, my guys. That's a 5.
On a 5, that's it.
Okay.
I'm not telling you anything. I can't tell you what happens.
Yes,
on a
I know.
5.
I still have my action surge. I still have a lot of this kinds of stuff. But
You have to make one decision, one final decision.
Yes.
Never mind.
I'm gonna manifest my echo 15 feet below me, and can I see inside buildings?
No, you can't.
I cannot. Okay. I'm going to manifest my echo 15 feet and just try to have that one land first. So I think like I can only summon it 15 feet from me. So I'll have it 15 feet below me. And oh shoot, is it gonna take falling damage too? Because if it dies, that won't be good also.
Not if you try to summon it at the last second.
Well, I'll probably try to summon at the last second, you guys.
Jeez.
And then what are you
And
doing? Teleporting with it or something?
can't ask, but I feel like I just wonder if it'd be better to try to teleport or try to have it catch me.
On a 5 insight check, I will not tell you.
I know.
I will tell you right now, one of those two things will nearly guarantee you are saved. The other one will nearly guarantee you die.
I don't like that. So I don't know which one. No, I gotta take it. Frick. I'm trying to think of if I can do anything else because I know I can do action surge. I'm trying to do 2 actions, but okay, I'm going to. Do I see? Are there any barrels of like hay?
You're in a city, not a village. It is flat ground. That is it. I know you are stressing right now, and I know you are nervous, but you're not going to get anywhere unless you make your choice, bud.
I know. I know. I'm going to. God dang. I'm going to. I think I'm gonna teleport with it to swap locations.
I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for timing.
Okay. Please. That's a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Kai, you get closer and closer to the ground. You are getting scarily close, inching further and further and further with every millisecond. At the last second, you summon your echo with almost perfect timing, and you go to teleport. You have no idea. Your timing is perfect, but you have no idea if your momentum is going to save you or kill you. As there is an impact with the ground, there is a massive concrete explosion of dust and debris that anyone who is up with the Adira Lily Cocoa Group can see from the sky. It is huge. Something just hit the ground. That was where Kai was falling. That is where we are going to take our break.
Of course.
Gosh,
of course.
darn it. Hey y'all, Andrew here. This week's non-sponsored shoutout goes to Google Drive because if it wasn't for Google Drive, Campaign Crusades would have a heck of a time getting everything done. We use it to upload all of our videos so that our wonderful editing team can put them all together. We share documents with each other all the time. It's honestly one of the best things that we use so that all 8 of us can have access to whatever we need since we're all across the country. Now, back to your regularly scheduled program.
And we are back. We have 2 possible deaths to resolve. The first thing I want to do is we're gonna go from the top down. High up on a balcony in Drova, I need you to do me some death rolls. Here's how this is gonna work. Because of the nature of who you are not just a normal human. You are an omnimech. Your rolls are more of a spectrum than anything else. So I'm gonna ask you to make your rolls one at a time, your death saves, and say what they are out loud.
Oh. Okay.
So once you've done your first roll, let me know what it is.
No, yeah, I got my first roll.
What is it?
I got that one.
No.
Okay.
So,
Please make your second roll for me. That is 2 deaths. That is 2 fails right there.
But I got a 19 on my second one.
And that is a success. Give me your third roll, please.
I don't wanna.
No,
Honey, none of us want you.
You can't
I
make
got a
me.
14.
Give me,
Oh my God.
Give me your next roll, please.
Oh
I
no,
really
no, no, no.
don't want to. Oh gosh, I can't look. I got a 7.
Okay, Indrova. As I said,
Ivy
this
can
is a
fix it.
spectrum for you. You hit the ground hard, and your entire system seems to shut down. Because you didn't just roll 3 fails right away, it was 2 fails, 2 successes, 1 fail. That means a certain safety mechanism kicks in. This safety mechanism is similar to how a car takes a ton of damage in order to protect the passenger. The physical body you are in takes a ton of damage and is completely crumples up right away. Irreparably crumples up. But it protects the memory and protocol chips within you. The memory and protocol chips stop functioning in the body and go into sleep mode. Go into like a factory sleep mode. As the skin suit is torn to shreds, the metal of the body is just in a heap, crumpled up. But that being said, the memory chip and the protocol chip are still intact, having been protected by this safety mechanism.
Good thing
This
nobody knows
defense.
where I am or about that.
Indrova, you feel yourself shunted backwards through one door, through the other door, into this black space. Lola, you are there too. I am going to take over Indrova for the time you are in this space.
The
You are Lola
Spider-Man
again.
meme.
Lola, you see Indrova shunted into this space, and Indrova looks exhausted and defeated. But you can't seem to get out of the door. You're both back here in this black space.
What the hell's going
you have
on?
no idea what happened. What?
What the hell's going on?
We all fell. The body got destroyed. But it seems like the chips are still intact because we are still here.
Mm. Where's here?
Within the memory chips. Within the memory chip. Have you not explored?
Where are we physically?
Have you not done any exploring?
No, I'm not gonna do explore. What? What kind of
Turn
question
around.
is that?
Turn around. Turn around. And she points away from the door.
What was all this?
You turn.
Yeah.
As you turn, you see a large hallway. What seemed like inky blackness turns out was not inky blackness. You were just facing the wrong way the whole time. It is a vast hallway with many sets of doors. Each door looks different. One is like a steel door. One is a classic wooden closet door. One is a sliding door. One is like a garage door. Every door seems to be very different. And she goes, This is the memory field. Each door leads to a different important memory in either of our lives, experiences.
All right.
Sorry, could you say that again? I did not hear that.
All right.
I mean, it doesn't seem like we'll be out. Either of us will be out there for a while. So, I mean, as long as we're in here, you might as well see what I mean. And she starts walking down the hallway. She seems a lot more docile than she usually does. She's usually a lot less docile than this, Lola. You notice.
This is weird. All right. Okay, I'm gonna follow her.
Cool. And you walk down a hallway, and she takes you to one of the first memories. On the very far end of the hallway is a steel door that you have not seen before, but she looks very cautious about. It is this. It has like a. It's one of those things where it's like 2 plates that are bolted to make a rectangle, and she goes towards it, puts a hand on it, and it opens up in half, and it's dark inside. and she walks in.
What's in here?
You just hear her say, "Follow me."
I am.
And we're gonna cut away. Kai, in that split second, you are speeding towards the ground. You manage to get perfect timing to summon your echo, to summon this second version of you. It stands upright on the street, and as you struggle to teleport in time, you literally are this close from the ground. Your face is about to hit the ground as you're suddenly standing upright. And you just see a massive explosion as your echo creates a crater in the street, and debris and dust fly everywhere. You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage from debris that goes flying,
Okay.
and you are knocked backwards onto the curb.
Oof.
But you are okay.
Awesome. Can I, like, just probably, like, get up right afterwards and, like, blow the dust away, and just, like, I think tears are still streaming down Kai's face.
Kai, can you please make a con save for me?
Oh no! Why would you do that to me? Aww. 6!
You have a fear of heights that stems back to your fear of steamliners. You fully have a breakdown on the street.
I'm just running around crying, and like I lost Ren at some point. I don't know where Ren is. I'm like, have you seen him?
You're fully bawling. You're at like a street corner, so there's 4 different buildings, but you have no idea which one you just fell past and which one would have Ren. You're freaking out. We're gonna cut up. Adira, you are coming down slower with Lily and Coco. You see 3 different locations. You see this cloud of dust on the street that you can't see inside, but you know Kai fell there. You see the crumpled up body of Lily or Lola / Androva on this balcony, completely crumpled up. And you see Ren unmoving but seemingly conscious on the rooftop.
I'm gonna go for Ren.
Cool. You land on the rooftop where Ren is. Ren, you see Lily and Adira, and Coco land on this rooftop.
I'm gonna sprint over to Ren. A little lemur run.
As soon as I
Just
like
gonna-
turn into my human form, I'm running over to Ren.
I am as well, also in addition to.
Ren, there are 3 Adiras, 3 Cocos, and 3 Lilies because you are very dizzy and concussed.
That's more than there should be. I don't know if he's speaking right now or if he's just kind of like vibing, trying to.
Lily, are you going to do anything?
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Ren and see if that can help.
What level?
I'm gonna do 2nd level,
Alright.
and I'm just gonna hold his face and look him over, and then sew magically, do my magical sewing motions around his boo-boos.
Boo-boos everywhere.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
Holding Ren's hand while all that's happening, and I'm just kind of like licking it.
17 hit points.
Ren, your vision starts to clear, but your
Spicy.
head is still killing you, but it seems like you have become stable enough that you can kind of stand.
Nice. Where's
What it-
everybody else?
Kai's on the ground. We haven't gone to check on him yet. There was a big cloud of dust, so not quite sure what happened. I saw Lola on a balcony. We'll check on her too, but maybe we should get you down to the ground first.
Yeah, I'd like to be on the ground.
Yeah.
I don't want to be up high anymore.
Is there a door on this rooftop that
yeah, there's
connects
one of
to
those
the building?
rooftop doors. There's one of those
Okay.
rooftop doors.
I'm gonna pull my mom aside. Say, I'll fly over to that balcony if you want to take Ren and Coco down.
Okay.
Lily, you go with Ren and Coco. It is 80 floors. It is up to you if you would like to take the stairs or the elevator.
Do you guys want to take the stairs or the elevator?
The slide, obviously. No, we're gonna take the elevator. Please.
There is a slide out the window. No.
I wish.
Elevator, it is. We'll go to the elevator.
Ren, to you, it looks more like an escalator than a staircase. Because your head is still not clear.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
So you guys go into the elevator and you guys start to head down. Adira, you fly down to this balcony. All you see is just massive, massive crumpled up scraps of metal and wire and skin suit. I need a perception or investigation check from you.
Okay, we're going investigation. A 24!
So there is this initial moment. Before you do notice anything, how do you react upon seeing this?
I land and I turn back into a girl and I'm just like, holy shit. And I'm kind of like picking my way over the pieces carefully, looking around for whatever I can find.
You do find a set of two connected chips, one slightly larger than another, and they seem mostly unharmed. They also, from what you can tell on that 24, this is probably the neck area. So it's got to be whatever Ivy messed with in Dark Void, which means these chips have to be probably the processing core of Lola.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem mostly unharmed.
Perfect.
It seems like the body took the brunt of the damage.
Absolutely taking those, putting them in my pocket. They seem pretty important. I think
you also find a massive puddle of red wine.
Oh no.
What?
Well, actually, give me you're only 13. Give me a
Blood?
You don't know what wine is.
give me a
Oh yeah, she
give
had
me
a bottle
flat
of wine in
intelligence
her
check.
leg.
I had 4 bottles of wine.
Flat intelligence
Let me
check.
keep that in mind.
It's a natural one.
Oh no!
Lola's crumpled up metal body is fully bleeding. Which you 100% know, if there's blood, that means that she's organic in some way or another.
That doesn't make any sense.
Meanwhile, everyone else who's not there knows meta that it's just the red wine.
Can I think I can assume safely that the body itself is beyond repair.
Yeah, it's way beyond repair.
Lola's not going to return in any way that she previously was presented. So can I look around for any scraps or mementos of Lola? One or two that I might be able to give to like Ren and Coco.
You certainly may. Make your investigation check for that.
She really gonna loot the body.
It's a 13.
You find a few things. You find this small bag of like a reddish brown dust. It seems to have some kind of a magical property to it. You find this small pin that you are guessing was on Lola's shirt. You find a cracked in half javelin. You find a small necklace with a crescent moon on it. And that's about it. You find this pin, this dust, and that necklace.
Okay.
The
And
necklace
I think
is the only thing that seemed to be like actually like around Lola's neck, aside from this.
Gotcha.
Where the chips were.
Gotcha. And while I'm here, before I join everyone else, I want to reach to my shoulder to find whatever paper had the audacity to cut me while I was falling from the sky.
Cool. You grab out this paper. Andrew, would you like to read what it says?
Yes, I'm pulling that up right now. So it says, the mighty Sapphire and 3 must be reunited with my greatest legacy. All 4 parts together again will fix the tower in Rivaryn. I love you, Lily and Adira. XOXO Grammy Ivy.
Oh, God.
I wrote that on the break.
I'll put it in my pocket. I'll show Lily later, but right now I'm gonna get back to everyone else.
Cool. And you fly down to meet them.
Yes.
You guys hit the ground level. You guys leave out the lobby. Ren, Coco, Lily. You see Kai running in circles, bawling his eyes out around this crater as the debris is starting to settle, being like, "Where's Ren? I can't find Ren!"
Kai.
What?
Yeah, I'm
What?
gonna run over to Kai.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to run up and can Kai is a weird bond. Not weird, but like Kai's a bond to Ren. So can Kai go and just grab Ren and like pick him up and like hug him? And just be like, "Oh my gosh,
Amazing.
you're alive! You're all alive! Oh my gosh!"
You're still a bit dizzy, Ren, as Kai fully picks you up and grabs you in a tight hug. Make a con save, Ren.
Oh God.
I just remembered something.
Yes.
What?
At what point is it a full minute after I casted haste on Adira?
At this point, haste is done. With the whole
Okay.
landing on the rooftop, going to look at Lola, it's over.
There's a quick moment when you are just very lethargic, but I think it's like 6 seconds, when you can't move or take actions until after your next turn, is kind of what the spell says.
After you read the paper, there's that moment where you just felt very slow for a sec. What was the
Okay.
con save from Ren?
It was definitely a failure. It was not a natural one, but it was definitely a fail. was a
Upon
4.
being picked up and squeezed so tightly, you proceed to vomit all over Kai's
That's
shoulder.
fair.
Oh.
That's fair.
Do I get scared by the vomit, like hitting the ground?
Do you get scared by the vomit?
I think so. I think I get scared and I run over to the crater and I reach into my diaper and I pull this thing out and I chuck it at the crater.
Everyone make a deck save who's on the ground right now.
Oh my goodness.
What did you just do?
Let me see.
Oh no. No, put those dice back.
Did you also want me to roll that deck save? I don't know if... Does Kai still have
Can
me?
I?
Kai is
Kai's-
rolling for Ren and Kai.
Oh shoot, yes.
Cool.
Can I use my Fool's Tattoo once per long rest when you... Oh wait, that's just when you fail a dexterity saving throw. So if I fail, can I use my Fool's Tattoo to reroll the save?
Yes.
Wait, we have not taken a long rest since...
Adira,
I
you're
think
still
the last
flying
time-
downward, so you're fine. Coco, what's your score?
Oh, I need to make one as well.
Yes.
What did you do?
Yeah, we have not taken it, so never mind.
That's a 25. I think I'm good.
Kai, what is yours for you and Ren?
I got 11.
And what about
That's
Lily?
what I got.
Natural one.
You guys see Coco take a very spherical object out of her diaper with a little fuse on top that seems to spark. And she chucks it at the crater. There's a split second, Kai and Lily, where you both have that thought of, oh shit, that's a bomb. And you guys all go to dive out of the way. Coco, you're fine because you rolled way well above the DC for bombs. Kai, you managed to protect Ren, but you take 10 points of fire damage. And Lily, on that nat 1, you take 20 points of fire damage.
I'm unconscious.
No!
Oh my freaking...
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. This is the point when you land, by the way, Adira.
Good gracious.
What the hell happened?
I'm just gonna, like, cough. Just, like...
There is more debris now. It's hard to see for everyone. There's now more debris. And
I'm
Lily
scratching
is
myself.
fully unconscious on the ground. That was
I'm
3
running
points
over
away
to my
from being
mom.
system shock for Lily.
Oh yeah.
Can anyone
Can I
other than
try
Lily
to-
do anything to help?
Can I try to run over and maybe assist in a medicine check? What
Cool,
is
make
my
a medicine check.
medicine?
Here's a warning to you. The way I do medicine checks, if you roll a certain DC or above, you can stabilize. If you roll below that DC, nothing happens. If you roll below a certain DC, you contribute a failure.
Okay,
I only
you
have
want me
a
to
plus
roll it?
1 to medicine.
I have a +0.
Well,
But
one
if I
healer
help you
is
out
incapacitated.
again-
One healer is in Adira's pocket, and the other healer is unconscious and dying.
Ren, you don't have any healing, do you? Or not healing, but what's your medicine?
Oh dear, I don't think it's very good. Let me check. Let me just think about that real quick. Kind of like a +0.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like it's Adira who has the best medicine check.
Okay.
Oh, good
All right.
gracious.
Coco has a +1 to medicine as well. Just want to put that out there.
I'm gonna.
No.
Alright. Okay, I'll make a medicine check. I have a +1, and I have inspiration. So if it goes
And-
bad,
I'm assisting, so I think you can have advantage.
can I have advantage, DM?
You can have the advantage from the help action.
Yay.
Alright, here we go. For nat 20! I shit you
You
not.
are successfully able to stabilize your mom. You're honestly not sure how you do it, but you do.
Sure
And
will.
you stabilize Lily. You were breathing becomes regular. You are still unconscious though, but you are stable.
Okay.
This all seems like a huge mess. Kai,
I'll just-
Adira, and Coco and Ren are the only ones conscious. Lola is in Adira's pocket. Lily is fully unconscious.
All
I'll
the
just look
children.
at Coco and just be like, really?
I'm sitting on the ground scratching myself.
Really?
Picking up Coco and
And
putting
we're
her
gonna
on
cut
my
back
shoulder.
to Lola. Lola, you enter this memory with Indrova. And the lights turn on in this room that you entered. And you find yourselves in this... You find yourself chained to this table in the middle of a laboratory. And there's a minute where you hear muffled voices from around you. Then you hear seemingly in your own head, you hear Androva go, "This is where it began. This is the first one." And the voices become clearer around you, and you hear a voice go, "Is she ready? Does she work?" And another voice, a vaguely familiar voice, go, "I believe so. We need to test some basic features." And the first voice, a female voice, going, "No, nonsense. Turn her on. I'm sure she's great." And you feel the platform you are on turn until you are upright. In front of you, you see a room of scientists. In front of everyone is Ilsa Fisk, who you recognize from posters. The person she's talking to, standing at this countertop with a bunch of buttons and dials, is the man you spoke to in the circus tent, the escape artist, Hugo. And Ilsa walks up and goes, "Can you hear me? V707, can you hear me?" And you hear Indrova's voice come out of you and go, "Affirmative." And she goes, "Initiate Indrova project protocol." And there's a minute where you raise your hands and look at them and lower them and look out, and your vision starts to glow a hot pink, but then it turns red. And you attack. You start attacking the people in this room. Something goes wrong. You kill 2 of them, stabbing one and fully decapitating another. Everyone else flees until eventually someone is able to get to you and hit something and shut you down. And you are shunted out of this memory. And Androva looks at you as you are standing outside the door and goes, "That's where it went wrong. They didn't create me properly, and then they abandoned me. And next time we woke up, you appeared."
Why did you do that?
Sorry, what was that? I could not hear that.
Why did you do that?
I couldn't control it. There was some protocol I had to follow. I couldn't... Do you remember ever having something happen that you could not explain why, but you just absolutely had to do it and you could not resist it?
Yeah.
That was what happened to me. I couldn't stop myself. And then the next time I woke up, I was listening to you from the other end, and spent 6 years listening to you take care of this child and this lemur. And I'll admit, you did a good job running this body, but there are certain things that I wish to be able to do, to be able to exist. I think it's time to enter one of your memories.
Okay.
Sorry, did you say something, Morgan?
I said okay.
She goes, "All right, let's do this one." You see what looks like a chain link fence, except it's all black on the other side. She opens it and walks through and goes, "I think this one's your turn."
Okay. All right.
Sorry, say that one more time. For some reason, I'm not getting all of your dialogue.
I said okay again.
Cool. So you walk through, and you find yourselves in just blackness. And she goes, "I wasn't awake for this. What happens?" And I'm going to throw a curveball into the game.
Okay.
Ren and Lola. It is time to share with the world the first time that you met.
Oh,
So
snap.
cute.
Oh my god, that was so much fun.
That's a good time.
It will be very different from... It will be probably very different from the session 0, depending on what you guys remember and do not remember. But we are going to start. Lola, your eyes open, and you are on top of this pile of junk in some junkyard somewhere. And you hear in your head, Drova's voice go, "Is this how it started?"
Yeah, yeah. I remember waking up and I looked around. I saw my this, and I hold my hand out to Androva, showing the tattoo on the skin.
Your memory is Drova goes, I can't see you, right? I can only see the memory. But the memory suddenly sits up, looks around, and then looks down at your hands, and you see the tattoo in the memory. And she goes, "Oh, Lola, I get it." As she sees the V707 upside down.
Yeah, that's how I
Honestly,
that's
kind of
how I
clever.
figured my name was Lola.
Makes sense. You in the memory stands up. And as you stand up, you look over the ledge of this pile of junk. And you see a boy sitting there looking through some garbage with a little bag next to him. What
Yeah,
happens in this memory?
Well, that's the first time I saw Ren.
Or rather, what is the next thing that Lola does? Memory Lola does.
I'm not entirely sure what exactly I did. I believe I got up and started walking over.
You in the memory gets up and walks over to this kid. Memory Ren. You look up and see this woman looking down at you from next to you. Standing up.
As Clara doesn't remember anything that happened in session 0.
Well, we
New
are
stuff.
making it up now as we go. We are modifying it. We are retconning to fit
Retcon.
this script. What does Memory Ren do upon seeing this woman?
Memory Ren is going to look up and say, how old is Ren again? He's like 6?
Yeah, you were like
Yes,
6.
you were 6. In this memory, you were 6.
Okay.
Little
He's
baby.
gonna look up at her and say, "Hi, I promise. I'm supposed to be here. I'm allowed to be here."
Oh, really?
My name's Ren.
Memory
Nice to meet
Lola,
you, Ren.
the protocol has not kicked in yet because Ren has not yet been injured. So this is just a
Right.
random kid to you.
Right. Well, it's nice to meet you, Ren. What you got there?
This is just kind of some trash. I'm looking for, I'm just looking for stuff, really.
Memory Ren, as you continue to dig through the trash, you scratch yourself on a sharp piece of metal and prick your finger.
Ooh, ouch.
Lola, you register this blood that this kid has just administered, and the vision of the memory for you in Androva, Lola, turns a bright blue. And she goes, "Oh, this is one of those moments that you can't control, is it?"
Yeah.
The sudden urge happens in your memory you start to treat this boy, and the color changes from bright blue to a bright green. And Androva goes, "I don't get it. I've never seen green before. What does the green mean?"
I don't know. It's just been my eye color as long as I can remember.
But it wasn't green a minute ago. It wasn't green until the blue. Oh, I get it. The green is motherhood. And as you take care of Memory Ren and help Memory Ren finish up and leave the junkyard, you are shunted back out of this memory. And Indrova looks over at you and goes, "There's a lot that defines both of us. I think that's more than just either of us."
Okay.
How is Lola reacting?
Morgan was wondering if there was more to that thought, so I'm very like
Nope. Not at the
sure
moment.
what's going on. Okay. Um. I mean, sure, I guess.
And Drova goes, you seem, I can't believe I'm saying this, just as important to this body as I am.
You mean the body we don't have anymore?
Yeah, I guess. But we can't both inhabit this ship. I don't think. And she looks around and looks down at you, looks you up and down, looks at herself and goes, I don't know exactly how we do this, but as long as we're both here separately, we'll never be able to function properly.
Well, I mean, wait, what are we supposed to do?
I mean, I personally had a thought, but I don't know if it's
And we find two different
possible,
bodies or something?
I guess.
We could find a chip and you could, like hop on another chip.
See, that's not gonna work. Every chip is its own code. If you put our code onto another chip, it just makes copies of us.
Well, I mean, we could make a copy of ourselves and then just...
Can you repeat that? I didn't get your audio, Morgan.
Well, we could make a copy of ourselves and it would pretty much be the same thing as the original. I mean,
Right,
if Ivy was able to physically switch what was identified as source code and what was identified as a bug, this should be pretty easy.
Right.
Especially by comparison with that.
I have a question. Do you feel the energy that I'm feeling? Make an Arcana check.
The energy? What?
Make a vibe
The
check
sexual
for
tension,
me.
obviously.
No.
Oh. What direction is this going? This is supposed to be a PG-13 campaign. I rolled a 2 and my Arcana is plus 4, 6. A 6. I got a 6. So
You feel some sort of energy, you don't know what
Probably
it is.
I mean, I'm guessing it's probably like remnant electricity or something, but
No, that's the thing. It's the arcane engineering has come back. And I'm thinking we could use it. I don't know if you'll like my idea. You might hate it, but I thought of something and it will change both of us permanently. But it might be better that way.
are you gonna tell me?
What would you say to the idea of us combining, becoming one entity? Having the best qualities of Androva, the best qualities of Lola, maybe some bad qualities of Androva, maybe some bad qualities of Lola. We'd be very much a new person, but also the same people. And we'd have to figure out what type of new person we want to be. But we'd be one. We'd be doing it as one complete entity, not two aspects of one body.
I'm gonna have to think about that for a little bit. Good thing we have plenty of time here.
She looks at you and goes, right, well, there's not many places to go, so I guess come find me if you know what you would like to do. And she walks towards a memory and walks into a simple wooden door. And we're going to cut back away from Lola. Back in Galea, Kai, Adira, Ren, Coco, where are you guys going with the unconscious body of Lily?
Do we know what city we're in?
Yeah, you're in Dahlia. It's pretty clear by the way the buildings are and the fact that there is a sign above a building that says Dahlia Ale House.
Okay. I look at Kai because by age he's the authority figure here. And I'm like, I think we need to just find somewhere that we can sleep and rest.
I 100% agree.
Do you
Some
think
kind
you
of
can? Do you think you can
hell.
carry my mom?
Yeah, I can try. I think I'll try to have Ren piggyback, and then I'll carry Lily.
You want Ren on your back and you're carrying Lily?
Make
I'm gonna
a strength
try.
check with disadvantage because you're carrying 2 people.
Okay. Okay. Strength. That is a 15.
You are struggling, but you can carry both of them.
Actually, that's no. Wait, no. That's a 14 actually.
Are you going specifically? Are you going specifically to any specific location, or are you just walking to the nearest hotel?
To the nearest hotel.
Yeah.
If you need, I can try to piggyback Ren.
It's fine. I can handle it. And like I'll kind of be struggling a little bit. We'll try to hide it. as long as you take care of Coco. I don't
As
want
they're
her dropping
arguing,
another
can I try
bomb.
and, like, run to the alehouse?
Please. No.
Okay, so you guys start walking. Coco
He
tries
just
to run to the
completely
alehouse,
ignored me.
Coco, you're trying to run to the alehouse, but the group's kind of wandering off, and they're starting to get far from you.
Are there any bottles of alcohol just, like, on the ground outside?
Nope, it's a clean city.
No? Okay. I'll kind of, like, look up at it, look back at the group, and then I'll just kind of, like, monkey run back towards them.
Cool. So you start heading back towards the group. You all are walking, and eventually you make it to a small inn called the Pascal Lodge. And you walk inside, and there is a woman sitting behind the counter and goes, "Hi, welcome to the lodge." You do not look okay. Is everything all right?
I hop up on the counter and take out one of my wallets and put it on the counter.
Okay. And she opens the wallet and takes out the money. She opens the wallet and she takes out 120 gold and gives the wallet back and goes, "This is how much for a night for your crew, I guess? Is that all right?"
I look at her and I pick up my wallet and then I hand her an empty one.
Thank you. And she pockets it. She's gonna put the money in the register, pick out a key, and go, "Here, room 202. You really could use some rest, it looks like." I'm sorry for saying that.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
fine.
I'll
Thank
take
you.
the key and go.
I pat her cheek.
Are we all staying in the same room, or are we getting separate rooms?
She gives you one room in this context because that's what.
Okay.
Because
Well,
she's just trying to get you guys to rest.
yes,
It
I
is,
cannot afford
as
a
you walk
second
in,
room.
you
so-
notice it is a small family suite. There's like a main kitchenette with a living room, and then the living room has a pull-out couch, and then there's like one room that leads to a small like bedroom with a king-size bed, and then another one that leads to a small bedroom with 2 twin-size beds.
I'm just gonna set Lily on the biggest bed. Like, probably pretty gently, and then like like the Morris Jenkins commercials.
Gently.
I don't know if you guys see this.
I think that's
and then
That might be a North
Then-
Carolina thing.
it might be. Then I'm going to probably ask Ren. Ren, do you want off my shoulder or my back?
Yeah, I can stand.
Okay, I'll set Ren down so that Ren can be free to be Ren.
Cool.
I'm
So you guys
gonna walk
are.
up
Who's
to
passing
Kai.
out right away?
Adira is feeling. I'm feeling very anxious because at some point I have to tell Ren about Lola. But if Ren is passing out right now, then I will wait until
Probably.
he's slept.
Is there like there's I'm dumb. There's like bathrooms and stuff, right?
Yeah, there's 2 bathrooms because it's a small.
Okay, I would like to take a shower first because I have throw up on me.
And a
and-
lot of dust.
So much dust. And I don't want to sleep in that. So I'll be doing that first.
So
I'm
you don't realize
following
this, but
Kai
this is
and
the
I'm
first
crying.
shower you've taken in a while.
I'm going to set Coco out of the bathroom. I'm not comfortable
crying.
having
I'm crying and like hitting the door.
I'm going to
This is
ignore
the
it.
first shower you've taken in a while, Kai, and it feels good to get clean. And eventually you're done with the shower and you get out. Coco is still crying, banging on the door.
I don't even know. Okay, I guess afterwards, is everyone else already passed out? Besides Coco? I guess I would.
Shower sounds nice. I think Adira will hop in the shower too.
Okay.
So you hop in the shower. I'm going to say that everyone winds up, I guess, going to sleep, passing out after their showers. You all 5 of you, can take a long rest.
What I wanted to
Oh
do.
my god, it's been a
That is
thousand
the sound
years.
of relief.
Well, before we go to bed, Coco needs something.
What does Coco need?
Coco
I
needs
try
a
to
diaper
see if-
change.
Oh, can I try to do it then?
Kai and Adira make a perception checks.
I'm
Okay.
crying. I'm like moving my diaper around. I'm like hitting Kai in the shin.
It's a
Well,
15.
I don't think that's an 8 from me. So
Adira, you can tell Coco is starting to physically smell like physical poop.
This is gonna be the worst thing I've ever done. And I will change Coco's diaper.
All right.
You're lucky you're my grandma.
You change Coco's diaper, and it is very messy, very gross. But you eventually change Coco's diaper. You have hit a new level with your grandmother. And eventually you all go to bed and get a long rest.
I curl up next to Adira. After
I think if Kai put my mom in the king bed, I'll join my mom in that bed, and then I guess Coco's with me.
and then I guess
Cool.
Ren and I can take the twin beds.
Cool. You all take a long rest. You all wake up the next morning. Lily, you wake up first.
Okay, I wanted to wake up like Sleeping Beauty, like the sun is just shining directly in my face, and I just gently wake up. And
Sure, but your hair is all messy and you were drooling.
It's a little
You
bit
wake
more like
up like
Anna.
Sleeping Beauty, but looking like Anna.
either way, I'm a Disney princess, and I'm living. Okay, I will look at Adira, and probably see that she's asleep. We took a long rest? Does something need to happen?
Well, I haven't woken up yet.
Okay,
Yeah, she's still asleep.
I'm ready.
Are you sitting there waiting for her to wake up?
I will. As I wait for her to wake up, I will take out Rhea's flute that I have and like mime playing it, but I'm not gonna play it because I don't wanna because I'm not good.
All right. Eventually, everyone else starts to wake up. Adira, when you wake up, I need your d20 roll.
14.
Nothing happens.
Yay.
You all wake up and wind up reconvening that morning in the living room.
I will go to Adira. What happened to Lola? Like,
I found this, and I pull out the chip. It looks important, and it was kind of placed on the area of Lola that Ivy tinkered with, but the rest of Lola, it was not salvageable.
all right.
I
If
throw
this
salt
is
in
what
Lily's face.
If this is what I think it is, then Lola's alive, but not. Her body is not. I don't think Ren knows yet.
Okay.
Or at least I haven't told him, and he hasn't asked, but that could be because of everything that happened.
I throw more salt at Lily's face.
Oh geez. What did that
Also,
mean?
I had to change her diaper last night. Oh,
I-
Coco's hungry.
Coco's
She
hungry.
throws salt when she's hungry.
I can cook something up for breakfast because we have a kitchen. I don't know if we have any food.
Yeah,
I have-
we'll have to.
4. Do I have 4? I have 2 one-day rations in my equipment.
I also have rations.
You're also in a city with a ton of cafes.
But if we
Also
can save money.
broke.
And Coco did pay for the room, so it's not like...
I have less money than
That's
what was
fair.
in that wallet.
Coco still has over 100 gold pieces.
Can we head out, like, of our room to head to, like, the family space? I don't know if Kai and Ren are out there already.
I want to be playing a little game with Ren. I want to be playing Duck Duck Goose with me, Ren, and my Echo.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Rin is so here for this.
Cool. And you guys walk out and eventually make it to a nearby cafe, just a bakery. Purchase some breakfast, some croissants, some
Donuts.
oatmeal, whatever, donuts.
Fruit.
And
Wait,
you
Lily
all...
loves waffles. I'm gonna get a waffle.
And Lily is Leslie. No. Lily gets her waffles. Lily gets her waffles. You guys eat. As you are eating in the cafe, there, make a perception check. Everyone who is paying attention to the surroundings.
I'm taking a bite of everyone's food.
Better not.
It was a 9.
8.
I don't think Rin's paying attention.
15.
And what was Ren?
I don't think Rin's paying attention.
Cool. Kai, on that 15, you see a really strange dressed man walk in, who's like wearing a long pajama-looking robe, but it's covered in all these like swirls of blue, green, red, and yellow, and it's like all purple. And he's wearing this large hat that like gets bigger before the flat top. It's like a top hat that just gets wider before becoming a flat top. And he walks in and walks right up to the counter and goes, "Hello, Darlene. I will have my usual, please." And the woman behind the counter goes, "God, Torin, you don't have to scream." And he goes, "I want my usual, please. I'm very busy with my spells." And the woman's like, "All right, fine. You know how much to pay." and takes care of it. And this guy's looking around, looking at a wash, tapping his foot, and he eventually makes eye contact with you and sees you staring at him. You immediately like try to cover it, and he goes, "Yo!" and walks right over, and he goes, "Why are you staring at me?"
What's it not to stare at? I mean,
What a savage.
he goes and looks straight into your eyes, and goes, "You are missing something important."
no,
Yes.
no.
He looks right at you, Adira, and goes, "What are you missing?" And from behind the counter, Darlene goes, "Don't shout, please." And he goes, "Oh, stick
Me?
it."
My innocence,
And he
probably. But he lost his friend.
Your friend. Where'd you lose him?
Just
In Dark Void.
dear.
Dark Void? Oh, wow. I thought you were going to say something like you just went the wrong way down the block and couldn't find him or something. But Dark Void? Now
We've
that
had
is
a
something I
hell of
haven't...
a few days.
That
Do
is
you
something I
know-
haven't heard about in years. You know, I have a friend who lives in Dark Void, actually.
Alina,
You know Alina?
we met her.
You did? Well,
I
you're
We
looking
were
for this
just
friend
there.
now.
I'm thinking that she might have wanted us to meet.
To meet me. Who did she say to meet?
She said to me, I don't remember if she mentioned a name. She mentioned a powerful magic user.
Well, I'm a powerful magic user.
We need to get our friend from Dark Void back. Can
I
you do
see.
that?
I can.
Then I think you're the guy.
Wonderful. Why don't you finish your meal? I'm gonna get mine. I live literally to the building right to the west of the tower. I have the 4th floor all to myself. Meet me there, and I will see what I can do to help you.
Can I insight check him?
Totally.
When he said that he can do that? Aw. 7.
You can't get a read on this guy. For
Okay.
everyone watching, both players and audience, imagine Richard Kind is playing this character.
Can I just like stare him down, like eye contact, just like lemur stare?
He looks you dead in the eyes as you're doing that, and then looks back at the rest of you and goes, "That must be either the smartest lemur I've ever seen or a cursed person."
Well, you're
Yes.
one of those is right.
I knew it. I knew it. And
Can I
looks
hit
at
the
the lemur and
table?
goes, "I knew you were the smartest lemur I've ever seen."
Coco, mind your
Can I
manners.
just like lurch at him, like to try and like intimidate him?
He goes, "Oh, are we doing a dance?" And he puts his arms like this and does the same thing, but with his arms up. And with his cloak, it looks really weird.
I kind of back up a little bit.
He goes, "All right, meet me there." And he goes back to the counter, puts the money down, takes his thing, and goes and leaves the building.
Who knew anyone could establish dominance over Coco?
Apparently
think
we
someone
just
could
danced with
either.
her.
I really am ashamed that you. I'm really, or not ashamed. I'm really sad that you guys didn't get what I meant when I said he played by Richard Kind.
Who
I
is
don't know
that?
him.
I didn't hear that part.
It's a cultural thing then. You guys finish your meals. Do you head straight to
Oh.
this guy's office? Emily, now do you
Yeah.
see it?
Yes, yes. For you
guys
Disney people, which are like all of us, he is the voice of Hopper's brother in A Bug's Life.
He's also the voice of Bing Bong in Inside Out.
That's
Oh, that guy.
Oh, I know him. He's in Riva.
He's like Kimmy Schmidt.
Now do you guys get what I'm saying here?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys
No.
walk to
We're
this guy's
big dumb.
building, and you guys go up to the 4th
It's
floor
alright,
and knock
people
on
at
his
home.
door.
I don't know what they're talking about either.
You guys knock on his door. He opens it and goes, "Right, come in, come in, come in. We got a lot to work on."
I'm still like kind of glaring at him, trying to get a read on this guy, trying to tell if he's janking our chains or something. So sounds too good to be true.
So he brings you guys in and goes to this big table, and you see a bunch of scrolls on the table. And he points to a scroll and goes, "Any of you use magic?"
I put my face on the scroll.
He looks over at
Ren
you,
is
Lily, and
gonna...
goes, "Perfect. I don't have a personal connection to this guy, so you're gonna have to cast the spell, but I'll help you learn how to use it. It's a powerful spell, so you probably won't be able to use it again afterwards for a while."
Is he talking to Coco?
No,
No,
he's talking to Lily. He's talking to
Okay, I
Lily,
thought
but then
he
he
was
looks at
talking to
Coco and goes,
Coco.
he looks at Coco and goes, "You can help, right?"
I pull out my jug and hug it.
He goes, "Beautiful jug," and goes back to Lily and goes, "Here's the thing. I need at least, other than you, I need at least 3 people who have a personal connection to this guy you're trying to bring back. Do you know of at least 3 people?"
I know of 3. One of them is currently a lemur and will not be a lemur for a few weeks.
Okay. So I'm guessing then it's you, and you, and he points to Kai, and then Adira, and then Coco.
Yes.
I
So
mean,
we're
does it work if you're related by blood but have only known each
Oh,
other for
totally.
like a week? Okay.
Totally works.
Okay.
All right. So in that case, we have 3 weeks to learn the spell. You and I will work on it. You 3 will all need to be here when it happens, because you have a lot of work you need to do too. You all have to contribute. If it's done right, you can bring this guy back.
So I'm stuck here learning the spell.
Not stuck here. We're gonna probably do 1 to 2 hours a day. You can spend the rest of your time doing whatever you need to in Dahlia.
The other thing that we're looking for is Eric. Was he in Dahlia?
Eric.
Mom, I
There's like
think he's from
thousands of Erics
Straya.
in Dahlia. There's about thousands of Eric Straya. So there's a lot of Erics from Straya in Dahlia, but I do know that the Life City Rangers Mage Ball team has an Eric from Straya on the team.
Mage Ball.
I'm a big fan.
That's the one.
Eric. His name is Eric Weiss.
Yes, that's the one we need.
He is. Okay then, what a coincidence. All right, give me a second. And he goes into a back room and comes back wearing an oversized Rangers shirt with like a Rangers jersey, and with a big foam finger, and goes, "Let's go Rangers!"
All right.
And then he
Can someone
claps his
like
hand.
that
Then he
or
claps his hand, his big hand with his real hand, and goes, "Let's go Rangers!" and he goes, "Right. Well, you can find him at the stadium. Pretty self-explanatory.
One more question.
Yes.
Would you know of any local store that is knowledgeable on Omnimax?
Yeah, there's a ton. You can go to Omni 101. You can go to Omni Local. You can go to the Omni Store. There's a lot. I hate those stores because I'm a magic person, not a technology person. Where are you guys staying while you're in Dahlia?
I
Well, we
don't know,
just
I-
fell into town yesterday, and we spent the night
Literally.
in a hotel, but I don't think we have the funds to
Right.
continue
Well, I
doing
have
that.
about 6 guest rooms in my house if you want to use them.
That's lovely. You have been so kind and helpful.
Wonderful. I also have some spare robes if you need them. And he opens a door, and you see just like 50 of those same like purple robes with all the swirls of blue and yellow and green and red.
Could I see
I'm gonna
one?
take one.
Oh god.
Yeah, you guys can each take one.
All right.
I put
They
mine
are
in my diaper.
incredibly comfortable. Like, they are clearly not stylish, but they are very comfortable.
Maybe I could do
They'd be
something
like
with
great
this.
sleeping attire. And he goes,
I'm gonna write that
"What's
down."
mine is yours. I mean the robes, of course, not the rest of the house. So feel free to use those robes for whatever you need."
As he's saying that, I'm trying to take a doorknob.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. That's a 21.
So you eventually pull it off, the doorknob, and you hear with a chink, and you just hear from behind you, and as you turn, you see him clapping and smiling like, impressive show, impressive show!
I'm gonna stick it in my diaper before you can take it.
And he goes, and a smart one, too. He looks at you, Lily, and goes, and Kai and Nadir and Ren, goes, if you'll excuse me, I have to go buy a doorknob. Feel free to stay here. Feel free to go do whatever you need to do. Do you know how many weeks until this Lima turns into a person again?
Is it 3?
Next full moon. Or next new moon.
Yeah, when's the next full moon?
New moon.
It is 3 weeks.
3
The
weeks.
next new moon. All right, so we got 3 weeks to prepare for this. Wonderful. Is there anything else you need to do in those 3 weeks?
I think we mentioned everything else, unless anybody needs to like buy
All right.
something.
I
All
think
right,
the-
No, you
I
go
was
first.
just gonna say, I think the next step aside from you learning this magic, Mom, is to look for Eric.
Look for Eric and an Omni mech store to see if
Yes.
we can get more information on the.
He goes, all right, I'm going to go buy a new doorknob from the hardware store. There's an Omnimex store right inside. It's a counter. If you want, I could take you there.
Absolutely.
All right. And you guys take a field trip to the hardware store. You go to the hardware store. There is an Omnimech counter. And there's a woman sitting behind the counter, chewing a little gum, toying with a plate of some kind. Technological plate. And he goes, all right, I'm going to go find a good doorknob. You all meet me at the checkout counter when you're done.
Will do.
As you walk away from him, I want insight checks from everyone.
Insight.
Ooh. 18.
Coco got
6.
a 4.
17.
A solid 11.
Cool. Lily and Kai, there is that thought in the back of your mind of there was very little evidence or proof to support that this guy is the right person. He does seem like the right person very strongly. But this guy was so jumped right on top of helping you guys with almost no evidence. This guy is really weird.
I like him.
Even scared Coco.
And that too. And you guys eventually walk up to the counter, and the girl at the counter looks at you and goes, hi, how can I help you?
Adira, do you have the thing?
I do. I'm gonna hand it to my mom, hand the chip to my mom, and look at Ren and say, hey, do you want to look around the hardware store? Maybe there's some cool stuff around here.
Yeah, sure. I like knickknacks.
Cool. So you guys go to look around the hardware store, and Lily and Kai, you stay at the counter, and the girl looks at you and goes, right, do you need something with that chip?
Yes, our friend that is an Omnimech got severely damaged, and this seems to be pretty much all that we could salvage. It looks like it's still in working condition, and we're wondering, I guess, what the next step is, if there's a way to, I don't know, install the chip into a new like body or something.
Right, can I see it, please?
Yes, and I will hand it to her.
Cool. So she takes it. She uses like a special like magnifying set of goggles, several levels. She takes like tools and pokes around at it, and then looks up. Lola, you and Androva inside the chip feel almost like a vibration, like an earthquake.
Whoa!
She looks up at you and goes, so this is definitely an Omnimech chip, but I've never seen this version before. Doesn't seem like it was never this has never been a publicly released version. Unfortunately, this chip, it probably can be installed into a mech, but the nature of this chip and the installation ports and everything this chip will not be able to be installed by just normal. You would need a really talented engineer, like a stellar engineer who knows something about this mech to do this.
Could you, if I knew somebody who could do it, would I be able to purchase the necessary equipment so that when the person arrives who can?
Sure, I can. It might be expensive, but I can give you the right equipment for. I can give you the tools for installation, and I can give you the right equipment for. I can also give you a hull of an Omni-Mech and the right installation. The right installation cords for that hull.
What are we looking at?
It's gonna be quite expensive. It is just a hull, and it'll be a used hull. But it is very expensive. This is going to be a good $150 total, or 150 gold total.
Kai, what?
Yes.
How much money you got?
I got about 100 gold.
Can I?
How much do you need?
I have 25. Can I say I gave my mom my 25 gold before leaving?
Sure.
So okay, so I have 105 now.
I'll give her.
Wait, did somebody say Coco bought?
Coco's vibing by Lily and Kai right now, and Coco did pay for the room last night.
How did you guys pay for the room last night?
It was Coco. She just randomly took out a wallet and it had enough.
Coco, come here.
No, run over.
Can I see? Do you have any more money? Money.
Can I take out a coin and do that thing when I flip it between my fingers and flip it back to show what we need?
Okay, Jack Sparrow.
Coco, you know Lola. Lola, you're the person who's taking care of you for a long time. I don't know how to talk to this lemur.
I don't know if this is going to work. Let me just help you out. Then
So you guys can choose how to divvy up the money, but you'll pool it between you guys. You
Yeah,
also
okay.
both know that if you're here for 3 weeks, you might be able to find some odd jobs here and there to make some money.
Mm-hmm.
And you pay, and she gives you a large hull and a bunch of parts and some tools. And you meet Torin at the front of the store, and you are able to bring all this stuff back to the apartment. You have 3 weeks in which time you need to prepare for bringing Bo back. You need to prepare for Ivy to be able to try and bring back Lola. And do whatever else you need to do in the city. As you are now a fractured group, only 5 of the 7 of you seem to remain. The other 2 lost to wherever they may be. That is where we're going to end our session tonight.
Whoa.
Oh man.
Good night, and thank you for watching episode 9 of The Race for Rivaryn. We will see you next week.
Thanks for watching the episode. If you enjoyed the game, feel free to support us by liking that hit button and by hitting the like button is what I said. And definitely subscribing to our channel. And if you're looking for more ways to keep up to date with Campaign Crusades and all of our shenanigans, feel free to Dimension Door on over to our other platforms. We got an Instagram, we got a Twitter, we got some others. There's a link down below. Go ahead and just check us out. Now, let's see where the next leg of our journey takes us, shall we?